Can nearly 45 lakh voters disappear from the electoral rolls overnight? Is this a routine cleanup or could it reshape Andhra Pradesh political landscape? With questions mounting and political stakes rising, the Election Commission latest revision has triggered one of the biggest voter verification exercises in recent years. Here is everything you need to know.
Can the deletion of millions of voter names change the course of an election? And that's the question dominating political discussions after the Election Commission of India released Andhra Pradesh draft electoral roll following the special intensive revision. Well, in one of the largest voter verification exercises conducted in the state, nearly 44.89 lakh names have been removed from the draft electoral rolls. And according to the Andhra Pradesh Chief Electoral Officer Vivek Yadav, the deletions were carried out after a detailed verification process conducted between June 15 and July 24. The Election Commission explained that 22.30 lakh names were removed because the voters had permanently shifted their residence or could not be found during verification. Another 15.22 lakh names belonged to voters who had passed away, while 7.37 lakh names were deleted after being identified as duplicate registrations at the multiple locations. The verification exercise covered 4.16 crore registered voters across Andhra Pradesh, and during the process, booth-level officers successfully collected 3.71 crore enumeration forms representing 89.22% of the state's electorate. While the remaining voters either failed to submit the required forms before the deadline, had already enrolled in another state or union territory, could not be traced, or chose not to continue on the electoral rolls. The draft electoral roll has now been published for all the 175 assembly constituencies in Andhra Pradesh. And in order to ensure transparency, list of deleted voters along with the probable reasons for the exclusion have been displayed at Electoral Registration Officer offices, Assistant Electoral Registration Officer offices, polling stations, local bodies, and on the Chief Electoral Officer's official website. However, the Election Commission has clarified that this is not the final list, as eligible voters whose names have been omitted still have an opportunity to restore their names. The claims and objections window will remain open from July 31 to August 30, and during which affected citizens can submit Form 6 along with the prescribed declaration to seek inclusion in the electoral roll. And after reviewing all the claims and objections until September 28, the Election Commission will publish the final electoral roll on October 3. Election officials have described the exercise as one of the most extensive voter verification drives undertaken in the state. The operation involved 28 district election officers, 175 electoral registration officers, and 1,079 assistant electoral registration officers, and over 4,650 BLO supervisors, and more than 46,000 booth-level officers working across every polling station in Andhra Pradesh. Political participation in the process also increased significantly, and according to the Election Commission, recognized political parties appointed over 1.27 lakh booth-level agents, almost doubling their earlier strength, indicating close monitoring of the verification exercise. While the Election Commission maintains that the revision is aimed at ensuring a clean, accurate and duplicate-free electoral roll, the removal of nearly 45 lakh names is expected to trigger intense political debate in the coming weeks. And as eligible voters begin filing claims and objections, all the eyes will be now on the final electoral roll to be published on October 3, which could play a massive role ahead of future elections in Andhra Pradesh. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.